So, yeah, welcome to Voice Acting 101. Yeah, little character that I'm just designing and had my friend Whitney draw. I do a little bit of design work with some like upcoming mangakas as well, and I help people like develop characters. So it's just like one of the many characters that I help create. So before I start, what do you guys know about voice acting so far? Just raise your hand.
Acting with your voice.
Yes, that's good. That's a big. Yes.
No dairy products.
Absolutely not. Well, some actually.
Timing.
Timing is the absolute biggest thing.
Your voice has to fit the mood.
It has to fit the mood.
Unless you're supposed to not like, unless you're like the evil villain in the middle after you like just killed one of the main characters.
Yeah,
and
I mean.
crying and you're just like.
Yeah, you're just kind of like.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, but like, what else do you guys know? Like just that,
Versatility.
the technique.
If you're wanting to like apply something, you need a CD with you do a bunch of different voices. And,
Yes, you. Oh, like.
You were saying something.
Yeah, for the CD, it's usually called the demo reel now. They usually will take it through email nowadays, depending on the company. If you're going with Sentai Filmworks and you're living up here, forget it because they exclusively use Houston Town. I had a problem with that where I was talking to their CEO and they, I don't want to bash them because, you know, but they're a good company. They really are. It's that they have different standards. But yeah, for demo, you need. Here's a big thing that I recommend: write your own script for it. Because if you were to send a demo in to say Funimation or even 4Kids, saying lines from like Sasuke from Naruto, for example, they're gonna discredit you and throw you out because they already have someone who's doing that. And if opposed to like you creating your own little script for like your characters, like just have one line and for each character and it should be good. And usually the length that you want for that is about a minute. It's pretty much all you want. Anything else before I move on?
how would you go about doing that though? Like, would you just choose like a nobody character or? Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say nobody character, but background.
Well, no, it's the difference between what I just said is that you have to kind of create your own character. You don't have to like go into extreme detail. Like you can like just create like the little, in your case you could create like the peppy heroine kind of thing. Like the girl who's trying to save the day in that case, or the guy who's trying to save the day. Not that kind of heroine, I see back there. But it's pretty much just that. Like you have to create your own character, and to go about like recording it. I'm not sure about SUNY New Paltz if they have like, I know they have audio production. Not sure if they have a recording studio on campus.
They do.
Oh, they do. Well, if you can get permission for that, I'm pretty sure you could use that. Even.
Talk to me.
Talk to him. And mainly if you're like a school has a recording studio, they're usually open to all the students. So you can do it that way. That's what my friend Amanda did when she was going to college down in Florida and recorded her demo. And now she's doing stuff on and off for Hasbro.
You just have to sign up for hours because people are working and they're doing their own projects.
They are. You just have to sign up for hours, make sure that you're not conflicting with anyone. Okay.
Maybe take notes, just for.
Sure. Go ahead. Pretty much getting started. On the amateur side, people always ask, what kind of microphone should I get for starting to be an amateur voice actor, doing it from home or, that kind of stuff. I started off just using a Logitech. Either whether it be the headset, the desktop, but if you want to do something more than just like your monotone, kind of like not going too far above, like your usual like raising your voice kind of thing. You're gonna want something more than that. I mean, like for a year, like I used like a Rock Band mic, for example. That actually is a really good microphone. Once you which is surprising, and I learned that and I started spreading that around my voice acting community. That's a whole bunch of amateur people, and we're just like working to get to like their dream where they're just doing it as a hobby. And it puts out good quality for a very, very cheap price. Just walk into GameStop and you can buy one. And then software, of course, like maybe a little bit more with the microphone. Like if you want to go even higher, you can upgrade to like say a Blue Snowball, which those can go on Amazon from anywhere from $40 to $99, depending on if you get it used or new. And they're decent. If you want to go higher than that, I recommend any of the Blue like brand microphones if you want to do something more. And then there's MXL, which I use at home. They're really good. Any questions on microphones or whatnot? No? All right. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Software. Now, who here has ever tried to record something on their laptop or?
Yeah.
Now, do you know what software that you used?
I used Audacity.
Audacity.
I actually use Pro Tools, which
Pro
is
Tools.
It's the industry standard.
Yeah, industry standard.
iPhone
Good.
usually works well.
I mean, as long as you're recording with anything but the Windows sound recorder, you are set. Because I've had to deal with people when I'm doing my original projects, and sometimes even like helping out with fandom projects, helping cast those. I've gotten people sending in stuff that are in like WMA from Windows Sound Recorder. And I'm like, what microphone do you have? I'm like, oh, I have a Yeti. Then why does it sound like crap? It's like, I recorded it in Windows Sound Recorder. I'm like, why are you using that?
No.
You're hurting yourself more than helping yourself. Just because it's on your computer doesn't mean that it's good. Next up is like Audacity, free program, and it's good for what you get. I mean, if you just want to record like stuff for fan dubs, maybe a song, you know, you get done with it what you want to get done with it, and what it's got. Next up is Adobe Audition and Sony Vegas. Now, Adobe Audition is kind of like a step below Pro Tools, in my opinion. It's pretty much got all the bells and whistles that you need for a recording program. That, if you get it with Sound Booth as well, that makes it even better. And it's just an amazing program. Like, you can master your sound, you can change anything, you can auto-tune, whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. And that's what I use when I'm recording, when I'm at home, for more professional projects. If I'm, say, recording for a radio ad, I use Audition instead of just going through Audacity and going through WavePad, which is kind of like another like third-party program that's just like you're able to master stuff in it easily. Sony Vegas, this is moving on more to the video editing software. Sony Vegas, anywhere from Pro 7 to the newest one, is what I recommend. It's not like Pro Tools or like whatever else is like the industry standard, but it gets done what you need to get done. It's not Adobe After Effects either, so you can't like expect to be doing insane animations on it. It's good for what you get, and I recommend people buy it, but yeah, a lot of people like to pirate that thing. Then there's Windows Movie Maker, the dinosaur. Every time I hear that someone is using this, I have the same opinion on it as I do Windows sound recorder. If you're looking to put out, unless you've had practice with it, something that's not of good quality, you use that. Because you have to go into another program, cut the audio, go in, import it. It might not import it, and then you have to try again. Then the thing will crash and you lose all your work. And
Yay!
Yep.
it's like, yeah. I mean, I bet we've all had that when we're trying to edit like school video projects or something like that. Back in high school.
iMovie.
Yeah. iMovie's a lot better. than Windows Movie.
Spinny wheel of death.
Yeah.
Also Final Cut.
That's why I do those weeks.
It's pretty.
Any questions on software, microphones, like anything? Oh, okay.
I use my iPhone for like when I'm singing or something, and then when I record my voice, it actually works pretty well.
Yeah, the iPhones and iTouch 4s, all the ones after that actually have a pretty decent microphone on them. And if you can record on there, more power to you. If you're able to edit it a bit with some software, you can make it sound like a blue snowball, no problem. It's all about like knowing your programs, especially. Going into this, like choosing to either do it like voice act amateurly or professionally, you need to go into it with a certain type of mindset. What do you want to do? Like, how are you going to do this? Are you just doing this to either get fame or get money? To be honest, I've seen people go in with that mindset, they get thrown out, usually. There are cases where they're there and they're getting work, but they're not like doing extremely well. They're just there and getting paid at the bare minimum. So go into it like having an accepting personality, like being excited about it. Do it for fun. Don't do it for money. It's something that you have to decide, like, do you have fun with it? Because it's supposed to be something fun. It's something you're doing with your voice. And like if you love it enough, like it becomes almost kind of like a part of you. Audition etiquette. I'll go over more of the professional etiquette later. But if you're doing it on a certain website or even over YouTube, you want to keep that this kind of polite, like air about you. Like don't seem too cocky, but don't seem too like oh my god, I'm not gonna get this. Like you need to be kind of like, okay, I did it. If I get it, I get it, kind of thing. And plus, if it's something original, it's something to put on your resume that you can use later on.